I think we should talk real quickly about the Deshaun thing.
Okay.
I've just been looking. It's 9 women now, and so we're not going to speculate. Well, if it's 9, is he guilty? That's not the direction I want to take it. Let's put ourselves in the perspective of the league office. What do you do? What do you do right now? You have to start your own investigation, right? That's what they do. They have an independent investigation. That's standard.
That's first and foremost.
Yes.
I don't know.
And then the question is is he suspended while the investigation's going on, or no? Maybe, innocent until proven guilty. We'll do our investigation. The investigation could take a year. It could take 18 months.
Yeah.
But then if we find out you did something, you could be placed on the personal conduct policy comes into play. He could be suspended for 8 games or more or less.
Yeah.
That could be where this is going. So that's why I feel like we're not going to see a Watson trade for a while.
I think luckily for him, this is in the offseason, and actually luckily for the league, because if this was in the season, I think that 9 women,
have to shut him down.
They'd have to shut him down. They'd absolutely have to shut him down. Between now and when the season starts, they'll be able to gather hopefully enough information to figure out kind of where this is trending. Yes. And based off of that, they may suspend, they may not.
But if some team was hoping to get Deshaun Watson before the draft, if the Texans were hoping to get 8 assets for Watson, you may just get nothing for Watson. Imagine from the Texans' perspective. Not only can you not trade him, he can't play. He's going to be on some exempt list this year while theoretically, while information is gathered, you don't have draft picks to replace him. They go like 0-6, 0-17. They'll find a way to go 0-18 somehow. That's bleak. That Houston team, awful. I guess they brought it on themselves.
There was speculation that somehow this was an inside job because
I never understood that logic. This hurts them the most.
That's reverse. That's the reverse of what they would want. You would want to hold this tight until he was traded, and you would rush to trade him if that was the case. If you had insider information, you wouldn't release this right now. You would wait till he's traded.
Or this theory that this is a smear campaign and it's not even real. Again,
no.
This makes the Texans look bad. Yep. Best case scenario, they keep him and they look bad for not listening to 9 potential victims. Right. Worst case scenario is they have to cut him and they don't even get to trade him. I don't see how this benefits. To me, this is the worst news for the Texans. I mean, the Niners could be disappointed. Other teams could be disappointed. The Texans have to be like having a panic attack, calling up Roger Goodell and being like, where do we stand? Can we trade him? Can we not? Is he going to be suspended? Is he not? And what can Goodell tell him? Hey, well, we're learning as much as you guys are. We'll let you know. I don't know.
Lawyer is friends with the front office and all similar stories from the women. Or it's just possibly true. Again, what did the Texans gain from this? Do you think they really want to suppress his career? No way. There's no way.
So let me just, because maybe it's possible. I don't know. So let me try to play this out. Okay, the Texans are mad at Deshaun Watson. He's forcing his way out of town and it seems like he's going to win. So what they say is, you know what? If we ruin his character and get 9 women to lie, pay off 9 women, then he won't be able to force his way out of town. Yeah, okay. He probably won't be able to play football ever again either.
Right.
So what did you do? Okay, well now no one gets Deshaun Watson, and we don't get to trade him either. Now we don't get 8 first-round picks. I don't think that's what they wanted. I don't see how this helps them. Now you have to play for us, and now you have to stay here and play, and everyone thinks you're a monster, and everyone thinks we're the worst organization in sports. Great, we won.
It literally makes 0 sense. That is the worst thing you can do. Yeah. You're not going to cut off your nose and spite your face. I know that the Texans are pretty dumb, but they're not that crazy. Like that is so outlandish.
This doesn't mean that the 9 women aren't lying. I don't know.
For sure.
It's hard to believe a conspiracy where the Texans got 9 women to lie and they're behind all of this. Like, the Wizard of Oz or something. That seems like a stretch. I'm not saying he's guilty though, because God forbid if 9 women are lying, that would be just a horrible thing to go through, to wake up to 9 people trying to ruin your life. I don't know, but there needs to be a lot of information fact finding that goes on the next 4 weeks. This is very interesting. It seems like every 24 hours, there's 3 more women. It's really, really disconcerting.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Again, he perceives to be one of the best guys in the league. I pray that it's not true for his sake, for really the women's sake, that none of this actually happened. But with that said, you cannot possibly, knowing that this is out there, as a fan, want that trade to happen right now. Like, this is the worst possible time. Now is not the time to be talking trade. This young man needs to figure out what's going on in his actual life and hopefully can get his career reined back in, and this doesn't turn into something that could be absolutely horrible. But there has to be a resolution before we can even think about the football aspect of any of this.
And if he's innocent, this is one of the most awful attempts of extortion I've ever seen. And if he's guilty, he should not be in the NFL.
No, absolutely not.
Should not be in the NFL. So we'll see what happens.
If he's guilty, he won't be in the NFL. I would be hard pressed to believe that he will be. But again,
what's interesting though is that these are all civil suits. He's not being charged with a crime. It's very interesting, and I really don't have any expertise in law. I have very little expertise in football. I think I probably have no business making money in America, but here I am. So we'll see what happens. I submit that there is definitely a possibility that he's still innocent, and he's innocent until proven guilty in this.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to talk about it from the perspective of what does the league do? What do the Niners do? Not a moral stance, but more of a pragmatic stance. Yeah. What do you do when you don't freaking know?